her confessional, and I was in it. And she was explaining to me about some of the sins she's committed. And the sin itself was that this woman had gone to a bar, and she had gotten very drunk, and she had committed sexual acts with a man. And I said that, and I tried to console her. She was very broken up about it, but I didn't really know what to do. But all of a sudden, she got up from her seat in the confessional and turned around and went past the little screen onto my side, and she started looking into my eyes and proceeded to start to remove her clothes. And then, as I could just sit there. I mean, I couldn't really do anything. I was petrified. And as she looked deeply into my eyes, she bit her lip, and to my surprise, she did the mash. She did the monster mash. And
hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
The monster mash.
You know what? Okay. We will be contacting the police with every number that calls in like that. So, hello, caller. You're live on the air.
Hi, Dick.
It's Richard actually, but go on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Usually I call my friend's name Richard Dick. So, anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay. You know what? Stephen, can you take this for a moment?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to just ask everybody out there to ignore the jokes. I've been working on a little something while I've been off camera here. I'll show you what I have here. And basically, here it goes like this. Yeah, that's as far as I've got with it, but it's something on my iPod. All right. We're going to move on. We have a lot of calls to get through, and we're going to get through them all. We're going to give everybody a chance, so just be patient. And I ask that you just try and be civil throughout the evening here as we take more calls, with this. I know it's in the internet and we're asking for it, but, please bear with us. And Richard's worked very hard to set up our new studio. Go ahead. Caller. Go ahead, you're live on the air with Richard Stephen Chilton.
Hello?
Hi, caller, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, hi, my name is Jessica Owens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just stick to your first name, please, Jessica.
Well, let me mute you. I have this problem. I'm overtaken by lust every day of my life. There's not 5 minutes I can't go. It's just so hard. I just need Jesus to help me. I go to churches and it's just so hard.
Have you tried perhaps an accelerated Bible reading program?
I used to go to church all the time. I haven't been in a while. I used to go with my grandma, but she died a few years ago, and I've just been so lost without her.
Okay, well, you know that your grandma is still with you. In a sense.
It's just, there's some things I wish she wasn't watching.
Mm-hmm.
I've just done so much.
Well, I think the fact that you've chosen to call into the show and that you're troubled by this is a start. It means that you want to change, and it means that you want to do the right thing. And I hope you understand that.
Also, I have one more question.
Okay.
Do you know how magnets work?
And what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. It's just another confusing question in my life. I swear, if I get this answered, suck my dick.
Where's the hang up button? Let's go to. Jeez, that it's. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going. We expected this. Okay. When Richard and I sat down, we said this was not going to be the C-band satellite, where we have that audience in our corner. But we thought, in order to really cause change, we needed to go to ground zero to do it. And that's why we're here, and that's why we're not going to stop. We're just going to keep going. And judging by the amount of people who have joined us tonight, obviously there is an interest in this. And some people are going to start out by ridiculing and joking, but you know what? Eventually those people are going to come around. We have many members of our church who used to scoff at religion. And one day, it's like a light switch just goes on. So we have great patience, and we're here for the long haul.
Just think, they're here from the beginning. Who knows where this can go.
And just think that you can say you were here on the very first broadcast. You were here from the beginning.
And I would just like to add, and where can it go from here? You know, think about that. What can this be? This can grow to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you were there from the beginning, so just you're a part of that.
Yes. Go ahead, you're on the Jesus chat line with Stephen Chilton.
Hello?
Hi.
Hiya. I'm calling all the way from London.
Go ahead, you're on the Jesus chat line with Stephen Chilton. Well,
Hi, Stephen.
Thank you for joining us. Hi.
Hiya. Sorry, I've just got to turn down the sound from the actual broadcast.
No
there we
problem.
go.
No problem.
The reason why I'm phoning, I know I'm going to get ridiculed by this, but I support your faith and so on, you know, and what you guys are doing are really, really good. I mean, it's a shame for everyone to phone up and spoil it all for everyone else. But, you can't expect everyone to take the religion seriously when you've got gay videos of Richard coming up in between breaks, you know? So, it is really embarrassing to watch. They made him look like Jesus.
Yeah, are you referring to where you see Richard walking and his hair is flowing and he enters the circle of light?
Yeah, it is really lame. You know, the minute I saw that, the minute I heard about your broadcast, I thought, okay, fair enough, that would be great, let's see what's going to happen. But, when the video comes up and it's, Richard and I think he tries so hard to be like Jesus.
Well,
I think he wants to be Jesus, or at least he thinks he's Jesus.
I can see how the commercials can leave that impression. I think what those are supposed to demonstrate is, like, let's be honest, we can't get Jesus to be in the commercials. So we kind of have to go with the next best thing we have available.
So what's that? Is that Richard with a goat on his back?
Well, no, that's an actor. That's a paid actor. But we want to portray something real as well. So we have Richard walking with his hair flowing, and it's showing the power of Jesus going through Richard and how it can go through you too.
Fair enough. I got nothing against that, but honestly, the video just seems really, really, really gay.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that it's not the intent because we don't believe in gay.
I mean, honestly, I'm being serious. I'm not like everyone else who's phoning up and trolling and so on. You know, I've got nothing against you guys at all. I just think the videos that you put on are just really, really, really queer.
Well, okay, thank you for your call. That's kind of like a bad choice of wording, but we have a caller. Good Christian is the name. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, yes, I saw your name, Good Christian, and I thought
Hello, yes?
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Well... Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm really torn up, and my friend recommended this. It's really... Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, caller. Go ahead.
I'm talking over myself. I'm a wreck right now. How do I stop it?
Well, what seems to be the problem? Tell us more.
Okay, well, I live on a farm. And my father raised me Christian. Well, we breed horses, and
Okay, I don't think that. Are you still there, caller?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You breed horses, yeah?
Yes. I woke up to feed them. Yes. There's a really big delay.
Okay. Well, I think that your problem that you're having, I think what you need is perhaps to get a faster internet connection, like perhaps AOL or something like that. But I think that your problem can be solved the way most can, and that's go get a Bible, open it, read it, put yourself on an accelerated program. You know, even on iPods these days, they have them. You can get the Bible and just read it. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, why did you hang up on me earlier?
We don't believe in hanging up on anybody, sir. Unless they're being absolutely unreasonable, like swearing or something like that.
Oh, so no the word puff or anything? No F.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Again, we expected this, but we're just gonna plow through it. Go ahead.
No the word puff or anything?
Okay, we ask you to turn your sound down. And so as I mentioned, we do have an accelerated Bible program. It's 7 weeks. And just bear with me, we're just having a little bit of difficulty here. But again, thank you for joining us for our first ever broadcast. Yeah, of course, this isn't our first broadcast. We've been on C-band satellite and free to air as well. Okay, we're gonna move on to a couple more calls. Go ahead, caller.
Excuse me, you crack ass nigga. Why you call my grandmother? Why you call her Blackie? I gotta hit that crack ass nigga with a little white boy head.
I'm having trouble hearing the...
Yo, you heard me, boy. Get at me. I'm South Corner. Blah, blah. Crack ass nigga up in Canada.
Okay.
Where you from?
We can't talk... Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know...
I just remind everybody that we're pretty tolerant here, and we will allow you to speak your mind, but we cannot allow obscenities. We can't. And we won't. And we'll move on. Next caller. And we won't.
My little pony, my
We're going to go now to Randy.
He just played a My Little Pony song. Did you hear that?
Are you speaking to me, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Suck a fart out of your mom's ass and hold it in like a bong rip.
No temptation has seized you except what is common to man, and God is faithful and will not let you be tempted. Is common to man, and God is faithful. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can stand up under it. But remember that the temptation that came into your life are no different from what others experience. And God is faithful. He will keep the temptation from becoming so strong that you can't stand up against it. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you will not give in to it. You know the temptations that I am facing today. You know the temptations that I am facing today.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
You know the temptations that I am facing today.
You are tearing...
Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Well, we're hanging in there. It's a little bit tough, but we're doing our best. Go ahead.
Yeah, I noticed the delay.
Yeah, did you have a question or a comment?
But there's this website my friend showed me called Truth Saves, and it shows the proofs of how the Bible lies to us. And I don't want to believe it, but the proof seems pretty strong. And I'm having a hard time trying to think, how can I,
I see no lies in the Bible. Where are they?
But in the website, it shows strong facts. Like in the Bible, God says that in one of the verses, He was going to destroy Egypt and that the rivers were going to dry up. But it shows that the Nile River is one of the strongest rivers in the universe.
Well, sometimes the Bible doesn't speak literally, but and I think perhaps you might be taking that literally, or this website might be taking it literally. You are invited to respond.
Yeah, but I was just having trouble because my friends have been... Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to listen, but my friends are always, pushing me on about this, and I don't want to believe them, but they are always proving me straight facts, and they're bashing on my religion, and I'm trying my best not to, stay true to my religion.
Well, the facts are in the Bible. Those are the only facts I'm aware of. And they're facts that ring true with me and with most of our listeners here tonight. Yeah, I heard a little. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll move on. Thought I heard some laughter. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'd like to thank everybody. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Hello, welcome to the program.
Everyone knows Jesus, the man who healed the lame. But I am Jesus' brother. Craig is my name.
The next voice you hear will be that of Richard Burnish.
We're going to be right back. Mute the microphone.
I think that it's much different than the C band.
It's tough.
I think what's happening here is this is all new to people on the internet, and there's a lot of lost people here on this Justin TV.
Well, I think we've come to the right place.
I think we just have to go. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was going to say it's a lot different than the C band, but you know what? I think that there are more people that need us here.
I think you're right, and I think that your idea to put us on that Headspace, no, Facebook. I thought that was a good idea because there was, I think, 32 people on my page the other day, and I think that's the way they do it these days. Like they go on the computer from school.
Yeah. Which is the mute button?
Just that's that.
You're on the Jesus chat. And you're on the Jesus chat line. Just want to thank everybody for hanging in there, for tuning in to our first ever broadcast. I'm sorry about earlier. I got a little bit upset with some of the prank calls that we've been getting, but I'm going to persevere. Off camera, I had a little talk with Stephen about some of the differences between our old channel on C-band and this. It is slightly different, and we're learning, and we're getting accustomed to the nuances of the whole thing. But when this is a good example, like that what would Jesus do, right? Would Jesus just give up in the face of difficulty? To apply that to today's world, it's like fighting your way out of a grapple in MMA. You don't just give up. Or is it ultimate fighting, right?
Yeah, or a shoot wrestling.
Yeah, or any wrestling. You fight your way. Jesus would fight his way out, just like in MMA.
Shoot fighting.
So we're just gonna take a few calls here. Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Hello?
Hi.
Wait, am I on right now?
Yes, you're live on the air. Did you have a question?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to talk to you because, yes, I have a serious question. My friend, we both grew up Christian. He's been my best friend for the longest time, and he's a big retro gamer, and he's been playing this one game for a really long, like a month or so, and he's really changed on me, and I think the game might be and I think the game might be possessing him. Like he's stopped going to church and all that, and I'm just really scared. I don't know what's going wrong with him.
Well, you sound like a very good friend to be concerned about him. Remember that everything...
Sorry, my mic is really delayed.
That's okay. Everything is good in moderation. But just to be clear, what is the game that your friend is playing?
Since my friend's a big NES dude, he's been playing. I've played with him once. I think it's called Battletoads, I believe, something of that.
Okay. Is this game? Is it dark in its theme?
It involves. Well, it has a lot of fighting in it. And I think it might. Yeah.
Well, I think it sounds. You don't need to say any more. It sounds to me like he should not be playing this kind of a thing.
Yeah, but I know the things that.
Approach him. Ask him to maybe. Ask him if he'd like to join you in say an accelerated.
But the thing is, like with my friend, and sometimes I would go up into his room, and I think it's also been really setting his family apart because he's been fighting with them also, and his dad suffered a serious heart attack because of all the stress around the family, and my friend was telling me that his dad he opened the door and then he fell on the floor and he did the dinosaur.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jesus Chatline. We're here taking your calls, helping you out with any questions or problems or any advice you may seek in your life. Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish on the Jesus Chatline.
I am Jesus' brother.
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Hey there.
Hello. Hi. Did you have a question or any a comment or a story you'd like to share?
I do. First, I want to introduce myself. My name's Christy Perry, but I want you to go by my initials. Can you do that for me?
No, don't say it. It's a joke.
No. I'm serious. I'm a married woman, and I actually have a question for you, Richard.
Okay, Christy, go ahead.
First and foremost, I'm a married woman, Richard, and I had a problem the other night. I was laying in bed with my husband, and I actually started having a dream. And I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about. First and foremost...
Take your time.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Hold on, Richard. I'm sorry. Okay, so I was in bed and I had a dream that a big, black, dark figure came into my room, Richard.
Okay.
And he started fucking my pussy. And I was...
Hang up.
No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can stand up under it. Remember, the temptation that comes into your life are no different from what others experience. And God is faithful. He will keep the temptation from becoming too strong so that you can stand up against it. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you will not give into it. So that you will not give into it. That's from 1 Corinthians 10:13. So that you will not give in to it.
Free flows.
Hello, caller. You're live on the air. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to the show, caller. Did you have a question for me?
Hello? Hi. I'm having. Yeah, I have a question. I'm facing some troubles in my life. I'm having. Yeah, I have a question. I'm facing some troubles in my life.
Okay, turn down
I'm a married
radio.
man. I have
just a reminder for everybody to turn down their radios when they do call in. Okay. Our Stephen, our Skype crashed again. So in this time, I'd just like to thank everybody for tuning in to our first online version of the Jesus Chatline. We have been broadcasting our show live on C-band for the past little while and thought to take it to the online form. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I do want to apologize for some of the language that has made it onto this show. I do want to say sorry to everyone in the room for some of the inappropriate language that has made its way onto the air. As we continue to do these shows, we will become better at screening the calls and filtering some of the inappropriate language. So I'm just asking you to please be patient and bear with us. Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to get on this call for a while. It's annoying, all these stupid prank callers.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a problem that I've had. I've seen hallucinations. Like it's not a person. It's like an animal of sorts. It's small, but it's white, furry, and there's like red markings on it. But in my dreams, okay, I'm sorry. in my dreams, this creature, he asks, "Do you want to make a contract with me?"
Okay, go on.
It's.
Does this happen when you were sleeping? Like these are dreams you've been having?
Yes, in my dreams and in real life, and then sometimes when I follow it, there are witches, and they make people do bad things.
Okay.
They make people.
Well, I think we're just going to have to shut this down for tonight. They were receiving a lot of Joe calls here. I don't think anyone has taken this seriously. So I think we're just going to turn it off. For those of you who were here to follow us and to be helped and to help others, we thank you for tuning in and helping us, and for those who, everyone else who helped to ruin the show. Your phone numbers will be written down, and we will call the police. So so thank you very much. Okay, well, all right. Well, there's still more calls coming in, so all right, we're going to take a couple more calls. But if it continues, if this is the kind of thing that's going to continue, then we're just going to shut it down. So that just be a message to everyone trying to call in to ruin the show. So we're going to keep trying. Here's one. Okay, here's our next call. Hello, caller. You're live with Richard Burnish on the Jesus Chatline.
Hi, Richard.
Hi.
I just really, I think these callers need to pick up a Bible, right? I
agree with you. I think they really need to pick up a Bible, and not only pick it up, but read it.
Because I enjoy reading my Bible, and I read it every night.
As do we.
So are you part of a church?
Yes.
So who paid for that iPad? I mean, do you have old people at your church? I mean, or is there money going towards that?
So all the wells that his father's servants had dug in the time of his father Abraham, and the Philistines stopped up, filling them with earth. Move away from us, you have become too powerful for us. So Isaac moved away from there and encamped in the valley of Gerar and settled there. Isaac reopened the wells that had been dug in the time of his father Abraham, which the Philistines had stopped up after Abraham died, and he gave them the same names his father had given them. Isaac's servants dug in the valley and discovered a well of fresh water there. But the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdsmen and said, "The water is ours." So he named the well Ezek, because they disputed with him. Then they dug another well, but they quarreled over that one also, so it was named Sitnah. He moved on from there and dug another well, and no one quarreled over it. Now the Lord has given us room, and we will flourish in the land. And in the morning you will see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who are we that you should grumble against us? Moses also said, "You will know that it was the Lord when he gives you meat to eat in the evening and all the bread you want in the morning, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who are we? You are not grumbling against us, but against the Lord. Naked I come from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised."
Amen.
So I just want to mention briefly about our accelerated Bible camps. I know that in this day and age, we're all very busy. And so instead of a week-long or a 2-week-long camp, we've started a 3-day Bible camp. And, pardon? It's an accelerated camp. And now the price is what a normal 1-week camp is. It's $700. But we still cram the same content of 1 week into 3 days. So it's really not a bad deal if you look at it that way. So those who are willing to pay the price, they can call us and sign up for the camp.
Good advice.
Okay, now we're gonna consider taking some more calls here. Might have to restart. Okay, I think that Skype is oh, there we go. Okay, it's back online. All right. Thank you for calling us. You're on the air. Go ahead. All right. I just want to remind everybody that we're on Heads. What's it called again, Richard? Facebook. We're on Facebook. Richard, I think we're going to have to go to phone number only because it's just...
Yeah,
yeah, okay. Okay, go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, hey, sorry, there's the delay. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just wait. Don't hang up. I'll just keep talking. Listen to the broadcast because it's confusing. I wanted to kind of just talk Christian to Christian. I saw this kind of on one of those places where you guys talk about it's a bad place on the internet. But I really want to let you know that you're doing a good thing. Please be strong. These people are very intense about what they do. They try to tear people apart, but please be strong, really. I know those moments where you have to stop and just take a break, but just make sure you pray and really let the Lord work through you. Don't be angry. Don't hate on gay people. I mean, that's one of those things that I have trouble with. I'm not saying I'm gay. It's just crazy. But I'm trying to call you to let you have some support. Keep doing what you're doing. And try not to do it for the money, but that's just something else. But be strong, okay? I don't really have anything to say except, I don't know. In a way, I wonder, like, what do you look for in a church? Because I've had trouble finding a church after my pastor I grew up with for 17 years. He passed away. I started going to church. So, what would you recommend? Either that or that's too general. What would you say would be a good daily devotional?
Okay, I think we got the gist of the call. I apologize, caller. It was cutting in and out. I would look into AOL for a better internet connection. But basically, I think you were asking, what do you look for in a church? And I think what you can do is just attend. Try to attend some of your local churches. They're free. And you don't have to pay to go to a church. They do pass the basket around. But if you just want to go to check it, you can just walk in, sit down, and just listen to what the priest has to say, or the priestess. And if it's good, then stay there. Also look to see if they're doing things, if it's like a tight-knit community, like if they have bingo and gatherings and all kinds of things like that. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I do. Hey, alright, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys. There was a person earlier, and you called him Blackie? What does that mean?
Oh, the gentleman, the caller, referred to themselves as Blackie, as that was their name. And I believe Richard responded by calling them that. By calling them that. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Randall, and I am a homosexual. Wow, I was trying to get a hold of you all night.
Oh, I'm glad you're able to get through.
Well, finally, how you two been doing? Welcome back to your first show.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, we have been broadcasting on the C-band satellite, and
Yes,
we
I
thought
heard
we
about
would
that
try
stuff.
the internet. And we recognize you from our C-band days, and we
Yes.
thank you for joining us.
I'm so glad to see you guys in this new venue. Having a lot of success tonight. You got 1,049 people in there.
Oh.
And I do see a few homosexuals there in chat. Shout out.
Now you do know, caller, that we do frown upon that. We're trying to cure, so to speak, the
I know
internet.
that, baby. I know all about that. And it's because of you and Richard I've decided to clean myself up.
That's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, say hi to Richard. Say, hey, Richard, hey. Say that, hey.
Hi, hey, Richard. Richard wants to know if you have disposed of your gene cutoffs yet.
Well, I'm glad he asks that. Can you put him in the cam view as well? I want to
Richard,
show you
would
two
like
what
to-
I've developed into.
Richard, would you like to enter into the...
Pop your little head in there, baby. Just pop your head. Come on.
Richard, would you like to... Okay.
Just pop your head in because I have something to show both of you.
Okay.
And I want to thank both of you. I've cleaned myself up. And if you can just hold on one second. Now, if you look at that, you'll see how nice and clean I am right now, right?
Okay.
Do you see my video?
Do you know how this works, Richard?
No, there's no video on there.
Why? There should be video.
Do you see it, Stephen?
No. Okay, so we've clicked on your...
Hold on.
Richard's more familiar with this workings. He uses the Facebook.
No.
Oh, yes. By the way, everyone go on their Facebook. Friend them. What is your Facebook link?
I think it's Facebook / Jesus. It's Jesus Chatline is what it is. Yeah. I can't figure the video here. It's not working.
That sucks so much because I cleaned myself up so well. I wanted to present myself to you tonight. And now it's like fucking gone.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I just get mixed up with this shit.
We appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, we have not been able to bring up your video. Is there any way that at some point you could send that to us, and then maybe on the next
You know what I can
broadcast?
do? I can just send it over Skype right now and you can see it.
Okay.
There it is. I'm sending it. But my video is on.
Okay. We now have a file that's coming in. It's a screenshot, apparently.
Wow. What's your temperature over there? We have like a massive heat wave.
I believe with the Humidex we're over 100 degrees today.
Yeah.
Okay, the picture has come through. Now we're going to find it here.
Oh my God. This is like, the suspense has got to be killing you.
Okay.
Oh, and also I like Richard's new look. He's like Jean-Claude Goddamn over there.
Oh my.
What do you see? See how clean I look? You guys told me that I should clean myself up. And so I got the razor. And I just, now look at how clean and smooth. Don't you want to rub your face on it?
That is obscene. That is obscene. That is obscene. I apologize.
What the fuck are you talking about?
For those who could not see that image, what was sent to us was a very obscene image of...
Well, let the chat decide. What did you see?
It was an image below, I'm assuming, this man's waist. And there was no clothing involved.
Did Richard say that I should clean myself up? Did he say that?
Oh, this goddamn... Oh, this Skype. Our apologies, Randall. Our Skype just crashed again. Randall, I know you can still hear me. And that picture? What happens now when Richard has to take his computer in to the local computer shop to have it cleaned, to have all the viruses removed? And then they see that. It's unbelievable. Richard, would you care to see what it's disgusting.
No, delete it.
I think we have to somehow delete it before this goes to the repairman. Because they can see that kind of stuff. A hot-tempered man stirs up dissension, but a patient man calms a quarrel. The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. And that was taken from the King James Version of the Bible. Okay? Well, all right, our Skype's back up now. And we're going to continue on, and I hope that everything's going to be fine when our computer goes in tomorrow to our repairman.
You need to get the repairman to see why the Skype keeps crashing.
Yeah, the repairman can maybe see why the Skype keeps crashing. I think they run a diagnostic.
Some commercials, maybe?
Yeah, I think we're gonna take one more call, and then we're gonna show you a new ad, one that you haven't seen yet tonight. And then Richard, I think, will come back for a couple calls, and then we'll probably wrap things up for this evening. Okay? Well, we'd like to thank you all for joining us. We'd like to thank our mods, for which was quite frankly a mission impossible. But we thank them for hanging in there. And we'd like to thank you all for joining us.
Is something wrong with our AOL, maybe?
I think our AOL is an issue. I'm afraid the next call the next show we're gonna have to take phone numbers only. And
tell them about our Facebook/Jesus Chatline.
yeah, we're on. If you go to JesusChatline.com, you'll find a whole lot of information there. For example, our Twitter accounts, Facebook. I think it links to Richard's Facebook. Mine is Stephen Chilton, and go there, and there's some wonderful information. Also on our website, you'll be able to register for our accelerated Bible camps, and you'll see that it's not. You won't have to pay the price, like a huge price, to go to it. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Thank you for calling.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can, yes. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I've been calling for a while. I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I'm a little upset, as I'm sure you guys are. I'd like to offer up, to start with, a quote from the Bible.
Okay.
It's Proverbs 12:25.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. It's one of my favorite lines from the Bible, and it seems like you guys are getting a little bit flustered, and I'm sure some of the other legitimate callers who were trying to get through are a little bit frustrated too. If I can make a couple suggestions, I think that it might be better to switch to the phone callers because there's a little more accountability.
I think you're absolutely right.
It's been, because I tried getting through on the phone line and it wasn't working. I think that the other thing, and this is my own theory, a lot of the people in the chat, from what I'm seeing and from some of the other callers, are atheists and people who don't have God in their life. And so I specifically started calling after the atheist caller because I have what I think is infallible proof of God.
Okay.
And this I will need your help with because this is a physical sort of, it requires somebody to do it, and I can't show them. If you could, bear with me here. Could you take your shoe? I just need you to take your shoe off.
Oh, I'm not wearing shoes right now, caller. We remove our shoes at the front door, kind of like a how do you say it? Japanese
yeah.
house?
I understand. Do you have socks on?
Yes.
Can you take one of your socks?
Go on.
And can you place it above your head, not on your head, because that would be a little bit gross.
I think this is a joke. This is a joke. So I'm going to turn things over. We're going to show you our new ad. Before I go, I'm going to read you something from, this is Cygnus 2112, and it goes, attention all planets of the Solar Federation, we have assumed control. Okay, I'm going to now pass, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll wrap things up with Richard Burnish. So I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening. This was a good trial run, and we will talk again with you very soon. And on the other side of the break will be Richard Burnish. Thank you.
The show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting us. Just to remind everybody to go to JesusChatline.com, where we have all of the information about our cause and about the things that we're doing. It also will have our next show time will also be on there, JesusChatline.com, and also on Facebook. So, but you can get everything off of the JesusChatline.com. I think it links to everything. Okay, let's take a couple more calls, and then I think we need to turn down our computers and say goodnight. Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Am I actually online this time?
Yes, you're live. Welcome to the program.
Hey, it's nice to finally talk to you guys. I've been online all night.
Well, we're happy you've made it through.
So, hey, I just want to kind of give some backstory about what I kind of need help with. I need some advice.
Sure, that's why we're here.
I'm a soldier in the U.S. Army. Lately, I've been finding it difficult to try and practice my faith, especially around other soldiers. It seems like it's been really hard to practice, especially since we have a lot of different religions. We're not supposed to be political at work, so I can't really spread the word. Frankly, also, some of the people I've been talking to don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in the word. They don't believe in any religion, really.
Yeah.
Frankly, I've been losing faith a lot, and it kind of hurts to say that because going through basic, it took a lot of going to the church and talking to Jesus and God, maybe not directly, obviously, but through prayer and just trying to get some help to go through that. But lately, I've just been finding it hard to actually practice. You know what I mean?
I can understand that. Yeah, we received a call very similar to this on our C-band, where the young soldier was also... he called and he told a bit of a story of his life where he also experienced the same type of troubles in you know, kind of spreading the word or applying his faith in his line of work. But he called in with a moving story about his friend that was killed by a roadside bomb, and it kind of changed. Everything changed for him at that point. He saw that the Word of God is the most important thing, no matter what, because your life could end tomorrow, and it's best to be prepared. So I would advise you to not to be afraid, to stand up for what you believe in, and to shout out the word, the true word.
Well, that's another thing I've been having a problem with, is when I do practice my faith, a lot of people don't seem to agree with my particular views on the Bible itself. I'm mainly Methodist, and the way, some people don't seem to understand the difference. Methodism, one of the big things is, you guys mentioned earlier homosexuality.
Yes.
What my pastor taught me when I was going through Sunday school and able to attend my church regularly was that homosexuality isn't wrong so much as it's just a path. What he explained it to me was that one could be homosexual, and I'm not, but this is just I'm explaining what I believe.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you say, just to recap, did you say that you were Methodist?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to go right to this next call. Hello, and welcome to the Jesus Chatline.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Welcome to the program.
Oh, hi. I was just calling to wonder, how do you feel that there is no God?
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Oh, I'm sorry, there's a lag.
Hello? Hello, caller? Okay. Hello, you're live on the air with Richard Burnish.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, and welcome to the program.
Yeah, is it Stephen or Richard?
This is Richard.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you for asking.
Okay. I'm just being serious here. I'm not like the others. I'm not gonna say Bible verse or something like that, alright?
Okay.
I have a question. Is this a phony show for laughing, or is this a serious Christianity show?
Well, this is a serious Christianity show. We had the Jesus Chatline on the C-band satellite and free-to-air satellites. This is our first online show, and we're kind of ironing out some of the bugs because we're getting a lot of prank callers today. But I assure you that this show is a serious show.
All right. I have another question.
Okay.
So, you're a Christian, right?
Oh, yes.
And since you're Christian, you obviously fear God, right?
Yes.
So, and God says, do not curse.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is right, yes.
So, basically, if you fear God and you are with the sentence of not cursing, then why I've seen you cursing?
I know that I do not curse. No, that's incorrect.
So you're saying that you have never cursed?
No, that's what I'm saying. I have not ever cursed, yes.
Yeah, but I saw you on the other show when you were in prison, and the lady said, "I have $5 to donate," and you cursed her.
I'm sorry, caller. When I was in prison, is that what you just is that what you said? Well, I can assure you, I've not ever been to prison.
All right. So, I have another question.
Okay.
Is Jesus God or is Jesus the Son of God?
He is God's son.
All right. Can you prove it?
Yes. If you just go and pick up a Bible and read through it, all the proof you need is right there. I'm not sure. Just to clarify everything, Stephen, Chilton, and Richard Burnish, myself, we have never been to prison. I'm not sure what that call was about. Most likely another joke. Hello, caller, you're live.
Brother Craig is my name. Jesus is the Prince of Peace.
Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, let's just turn it off. Mute the microphone.
Turn it off.
They're making the show into a joke. And I know that we're not supposed to give up, or we're not, that we should stay the course. But it's hard, Stephen. They're making a fool out of us. This isn't like C-Band.
I know, and then
It's not like
the
thing is,
the channel got flagged. Is it flagged? It got flagged. I know, but then soon that great big, was on top. You know what I'm saying? When we're flagged? We were flagged, and then before you know it, we were no longer on top, but that great big, was on top.
let's just shut it down then.
Let's just shut it down.
Because the thing that I'm worried about is that my name is out there. It's Richard Burnish.
And the thing is that you know that I know that you know. I think.
Let's just shut it down.
I think we've attempted to do this. And quite frankly, I'm ready to go to the police.
Well, maybe that's what we have to do for next time. Maybe that's what we're going to have to do for next time, because, we're sitting here and we're trying our best, right? And they're calling up and saying, what have you? It's goddamn fucking unacceptable.
I know a cop, and I'm wondering if maybe we got the cop over, and the cop stood behind us while we talked. If that would happen. Or
Stephen, I think the microphone.
What if we get an old man?
Read the chat. They're saying that got on the chat. Look at the chat. It said that got on. How do you turn this off?
What if we got an old priest to stand by?